Good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to each one of you present here. I am Dr. Sakshi Babbar, and I'm very delighted to host a special webinar on launching your data engineering career with Amity Online. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. And all your time is valuable, and we promise that this session will give you real insights and clarity about your tech career path. So, with this understanding, let me now introduce you the key speaker of today's session. So, students, I'm very much delighted to present before you the distinguished speakers of today's session. We have with us Mr. Abhishek. He's a respected tech coach and developer with over 23 years of experience in Java, Python, and Oracle technologies. He has trained learners across India, Sri Lanka, and Australia, and has contributed to several live projects in the domains like finance, automation, and inventory system. With the strong roots in software development and a passion for mentoring, Mr. Abhishek will share valuable insights into the foundation and the advanced aspects of data engineering. Students, we also have with us Ms. Shelley Gore, who is a seasoned subject matter expert with over 20 years of experience in data engineering, cloud computing, and business intelligence. She has delivered more than 60,000 hours of corporate training and has worked extensively with the top universities and organizations across India. Her expertise spans tools like Oracle, PLSQL, Python, Azure, AWS, Power BI, and many more. Michelle brings a perfect blend of academic depth and the real world applications for today's session. So, students, and finally, I'm introducing myself. I am Dr. Sakshi Babbar, and I specialize in data science, machine learning, and Gen AI. And I specialize in these areas of artificial intelligence. I have an experience of more than 13 years in both academics and applied research. I currently serve as one of the faculty for Amity University Online, where I work with the curriculum development and mentoring the students. Now, students, our aim of coming together for this webinar is to help you explore how the BCA in data engineering from Amity Online can be powerful stepping stone in your tech careers. So, students, let's hear from expert who will explain what is data engineering and why it is important. Over to you, Abhishek sir.
Good evening, friends. How are you? Am I audible to all of you? Can I see a raise of hands manually or through the application or through chat? Okay, great, great. So, you know why I'm performing this activity? This is a task of a data engineer. I'm gathering the data, but not from one source, from multiple sources. You can come on camera, you can raise your hand manually, you can choose the application, the Google Meet, and raise your hand, or you can send across a message in the chat. So what I'm doing right now, I'm gathering the data. So that's what a data engineers do. They gather information from multiple sources, they gather information in multiple forms, and then they combine those data into a workable form so that the data can be used for further processing, for analyzing them, and to make out a significant information, a content of significance from the raw data. So that is the role of data engineer. I hope you are able to get it. Great. So can I see a raise of hand or again something like that? Lovely, lovely. And why we are so much into this new trend? Why it is trending? Because as Sakshi ma'am said, today's world is data centric, and the data is growing leaps and bounds, and we need multiple resources to manage this humongous amount of data. Now let's understand that what is the what are the different aspects of data engineering, or what are the different subsequent fields of data engineering that we have. Like we have data analyst, data scientist, or data engineer. So I just introduced you a glimpse of a data engineer. What does a data engineer do? Then what does a data scientist or a data analyst will do? How they are different from each other? So as you can see, data engineer works on the raw data, right? And to convert this raw data into a significant uh, rec- the form in which it can be presented to the management or can be used in the market, that is the role of the data analyst, who performs the modifications or processing of these data sets in various aspects that is applicable or that facilitates the management or the industry. If this is the case of data analyst, then what does a data scientist do? Any idea from anyone? So an engineer gathers the data, analyst converts or generates some reports, some analysis, performs some analysis on those data sets. Then what is the role of a scientist? Any idea from anyone? Okay, okay. So if I ask you, leave aside data scientist, what does a scientist do? Anyone? Observation, very good. Research, very good. Discovery, research. So what does a very good. So if we want, we can say the primary goal of a scientist is to discover, to find out new ways, look at the same thing in a different perspective. Right. So data scientist, what is the role of a data scientist? They try to create different methodologies on the existing data or existing methodologies, or find out new concepts which can cater the new set of requirement or new set of environment, right? So that is the primary work of a scientist, to create a new model, new concept, or find out a different way in which data can be gathered, can be interpreted, or can be analyzed. So they create a pathway, and then analysts work on those pathways. They actually perform those activities,
Thank you for the
right?
insights, Abhishek,
Thank you.
sir. Now, I would like to request Shelly, ma'am, to please explain to the students the life cycle of data engineering.
Yeah, before starting with the life cycle of data engineering, I want to give them some glimpse of data engineer more. As well said by Abhishek, that is, first, data engineer is working on the data part. So, what is happening exactly? I'm telling the brief. Like data is coming from different sources. Different sources. There are around 400 plus sources from where data engineers can collect the raw data. It can be your any database, it can be your any application. You can collect the data, by the data engineers can collect the data from the different sources. So data engineers are the pipeline for collecting the data and transferring the data into the data warehouse. I think everybody knows about data warehouse. Are you aware of what is data warehouse? Yes. Can you give me some example?
Kriti has very nicely explained its cloud.
Yeah. Yes. So data warehouse where we can connect, you can connect by the big data where you have raw data you are placing after processing. So that is your data warehouse, which is a big data. So the engineers are preparing data for data scientists and data analysts. Data scientists will do prediction after the analysis by the data analytics. Now we are coming to the life cycle. BigQuery, it is an example of Google Cloud. BigQuery is an example of Google Cloud, but big data, I'm talking about big data. This is the example where we are using for big data. If you can assume, like in social media, like your Facebook, your Instagram, where they are capturing their data into the big data. Okay. So if we are going for the data engineering life cycle, so it is started from the language point of view through which we will create a script. Why we need to be create a script? A script is a program which is useful for the automation of certain tasks. So we are creating the script for automate our data fetching, and data can be fetched from the different sources. As I told you before, also, there are 400 plus sources from where we can fetch the data. It can be structured data. Structure means we are talking about RDBMS, Oracle, MS SQL Server, MySQL, anything. It can be semi-structured, NoSQL, unstructured wala, NoSQL data. There, MongoDB is one of the example. Then after the fetching the data, we need a platform where we can put data from different sources to one common source. That is your data warehouse. So the platform which we are using, we can use this is Airflow, Data Stage, or Informatica. Now your data is prepared. Now we need to be present our data into the report form or into the visualizations. So we have different kind of tools which we can use for visualization purpose like Tableau and Power BI. Last, this is a cloud. When after processing, analysis, everything, where we will keep our data, it can be cloud, it can be on premises. But right now, if we are talking about the cloud is in a trend. Like cloud is why it is in trend because cloud is easily accessible, easily available. So that is why we organization are prefer to have their data in cloud. So the clouds, there are three kinds of clouds which we are using these days. One is Azure, AWS, and Google Cloud. So the question was asked from the big Vivek, that is BigQuery. So BigQuery is a part of Google Cloud. I think it's clear for the learners. If you don't have any question from this, you can send.
Very well explained, Shelly Miss, on the different tools that are the part of data engineering. And I guess the students have gained a lot of knowledge on the what are the various tools that are used in data engineering. Any questions, students, that you have that you would like to ask in respect to the tools that are used in data engineering? Okay. So, meantime, I think Shelly ma'am, if you could detail the students on the role and the careers related to data engineering discipline.
Okay. When you are starting your career as a data engineer, so there are certain roles which are given over here from the entry level till senior level. So this is for junior data engineer, and junior data engineer will be prepare the maintain the pipeline which we discuss later, that about the pipeline from where you are fetching data from different sources. So junior data engineer will do the work for the pipeline, and data pipeline developer which will work for the a tool which is useful for the sending data from one place to another place. The tool name is ETL. So data pipeline developers, they will do for the ETL work. So this is entry level career where we have 0 to 2 years of experience people, and the average salary is from 5 lakhs to 8 lakhs. So the main focus area is your pipeline maintenance and your ETL tool. What should you know before going into this tool? Obvious, you should aware of data engineer roles, data engineer curriculum properly along with the different kind of database knowledge. Second level, this is your mid level where we have selected the candidate from 3 to 5 years experience, and the average salary will increase from 8 to 10 now, and they need to have the roles for the big data engineer and data ops specialist. The big data engineer, they will do the develop the pipelines with the help of Spark or Hadoop. This is also another kind of which we can work with the big data. Second is data ops specialist, which is working on the your data version integration, version control, and data observation. Okay. So third is our senior level of experience. Senior level of experience where the salary can be started from 20 lakhs per and above. Above means as per your experience, the salary will be increased. So cloud data engineer, where I told you before also, there are three kind of clouds. So if you have the understanding of the any kind of cloud, then you can go for this. And senior data engineer, data architect, who will work for the complete architecture and pipeline strategy for the cloud. So if you have any ask related to this,
Thank you.
even yes, sorry, Sakshi.
Sorry to interrupt
Yeah.
you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So if you, even though if I am talking about cloud data engineer, so there are two kind of data engineers. One is on premises. If we are talking about on premises data engineer, means everything is settled in your data center and you can store your data into your data center. If we are talking about cloud, so there are different tools which are working for ETL, for your data transfer into the cloud environment. Like we can take Airflow, Snowflake, which you have heard about the names. This is also the part of cloud data engineering.
Thank you, Shalimas, for detailing
Thank you so much, actually.
role and the careers opportunities for the students in data engineering discipline. So students, now I will request Abhishek sir, who will detail you on the active job opening in the data engineering field and how it is such an important career decision for all of you to take. Abhishek sir, can you please detail students on how important is this particular discipline for the job openings? Sir, you are on mute.
I'm so sorry, I've again muted myself. Okay, so as we were discussing, this entire activity that we are performing or we are following, it all depends upon the data and its manipulation and its processing, the gathering and the processing of the data. And as we have seen, nowadays, data engineering is no longer a, a standalone career. It's a merged career, which can be, you can be from any stream. At the same time, you can facilitate that area with a addition understanding and additional knowledge of data handling, right? So there, where that is where the data engineers or this data analyst comes into picture. And we as a technical partner of with Amity University, we are going to help you out to understand the different aspects of data engineering, different tools, how they can be used, and guide you how you can overcome those challenges in your respective areas, in your respective fields, as regarding your different technological technical knowledge that you have. Right. So whether it is technical knowledge of related to your data science, or a technical knowledge incorporating your career or your stream with data science, so we will help you out in either aspect. Right.
Uh, Thank you, Abhishek, sir, for detailing that how important is data engineering for the students to study. And students, let me share this very important information with you that at Amity University Online, our vision has always been to bridge the gap between the academics and the industry needs, and to empower the students with the future ready skills that lead the meaningful careers. And this is the goal with Amity University Online. And that's a reason that has been collaborated with HCL Technology. And also, let me tell you that Amity University Online has partnered with HCLTech, which is one of the most world's leading technological companies, to launch a specialized BCA in data engineering program. This collaboration brings together Amity's academic excellence and HCL Tech hands-on industry expertise to create a program that is practical, focus, future focus oriented, and also job ready. The goal is simple, students, to prepare you all for a high demand careers in data engineering by combining strong fundamentals with the real world application. So, students, now I hope you all are ready to transform your future, right? So, let me ask you this question. Are you all ready to transform your future now? And I guess this is the chance to build in demand skills, learn from the industry experts, and step into the data driven career. And I think with the Amity University Online and its collaboration with HCL Tech, your future is tech, tech start, right? So you will be, I would say, skilled in technology. So students, here on the slide, you can see that there is an email address and the phone number to whom you can reach out in case you have any questions related to admission. You can drop an email, and also there is a phone number which you can take a screenshot of and make a note of it, to which you can communicate in order to get, in order to, if you have to have some more information related to admissions. And also students, you can be, get connected with us over the Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn. Um, so now, students, I think we have discussed about data engineering. Our experts here have discussed with you how important it is to learn data engineering in today's world. So we are now open to your questions. In case you have any questions that you would like to ask to our experts, we will be very happy to answer them. All right. So, Shelly ma'am, I have a question. For the students who are in this, who are interested here in this BCA in data engineering, so what kind of a tools, like, is it Python or it's SQL or it's Power BI, it's Spark? Which particular student, which particular skill student should learn, and which is
Okay.
the, I would say, career valuable, so that they can land up to the jobs after doing that course.
Okay, so while they will enroll into the program, so they will understand the data engineering skills and the Python, which is very much important for data engineering, for scripting, for managing, analyzing, cleaning data. So this is also the part, and another is PySpark, and some visualization tools also included, like Tableau we have included, and the cloud also they will understand about the cloud, that AWS cloud we are teaching them. So if they will get the idea about AWS, then other clouds can be easily understand.
Thank you, Shalima. ma'am. Abhishek sir, so how important nowadays is to, structure the portfolio on GitHub? I mean, maybe which can show up the skills of students that they have, learned, uh, and then they can project those skills over the portfolio being maintained over GitHub. How important is to have that portfolio?
See, it is, the portfolio is actually their silent salesman. So it is very important to write down a correct information, and structure. So just writing down that they know Python or they know such and such skill set is not that much, you can say, useful. You need to add your uh, the those small nitty-gritties, as well as you need to mention what areas you have used of those tools, what area of those tools you have used in your project. So always focus on the end of the curriculum project and add those project in your skill set, because the project is the most important learning curve for your entire journey.
I want to add few things
Sure.
also in this. Actually, data is very important. Why data is important? Because you know data, how much data is important for the organizations. If we are talking about aviation right now, so can you recognize if we will lose the data about the flights, what will happen with the complete aviation system? So for each and in every organization, data is very important. So those who are maintaining data, they are also important related to them. So the companies are giving the opportunities to the young ones, and they are giving the high salary also for the people, those who are managing data. Either they are database engineers, they are data engineers, or they are database administration, anything. So I hope this is clear for everyone.
Very well explained, Shelly. I think, with the real life example, things become much more understandable for the students also, for even for the students who are from the non-technical backgrounds. Um, Abhishek sir, so what kind of a, I would say, practical experience that the students will going to have, through the labs, which are part of this, collaboration of HCLTech and Amity University.
See, in their labs, they will be given, they are not going to give a simple statement that they need to solve. They will be given scenarios. So that is the ultimate goal of any, you can say, whenever you are learning a skill, until unless you can convert a scenario into your solution, that then until unless you are able to do so, your learning is not complete. So that is where these labs helps them out. The labs contain scenarios, they contains some real life examples, and they have to think about they have to understand the scenario, then carve out a solution, then implement the solutions. So that will be a huge learning curve for them, and once they are able to do so, they can look after or they can handle any real life situation, because in real life we are not told about what needs to be done. That is something that we need to figure out by looking at the problem statement. So if you are equipped to understand the problem statement and come out with a solution statement, that is what our goal is.
And second thing more, which will incorporate them for the practical knowledge, that is industrial based projects. The industrial based project which I was talking about, we have 135 projects. It means not only we have name of the project, we have data sets. Data sets means we will provide you around 10,000 rows for of data set for each and in every project. So if you will have the huge amount of data, then only you can practice and you can incorporate into your data, your projects. So you will get the industrial based projects experience from the different data sets. You are fetching data, and then you are moving data from data warehouse, and you are working on the data, you are analyzing data, you are organizing your data, and then you are presenting into a different kind of dashboards. This is the process. So you, it is nothing only we are doing a theoretical task. No, we are doing the practical for each and every step. These projects will play the very important role in your career, in your portfolio.
Yeah, I think out of the project they will be doing with HCLTech, they can put all the projects over to their GitHub profile, and I think that will land up
Absolutely.
with the great, job
Yeah.
aspects, right? I think I want to make this question open to Shelly ma'am and Abhishek sir. So what do you think is most of the students would also be from the non-technical background, right? And how easy would be for them to get into this course, right? We are talking about, a coding, we are talking about a lot of skills that they will develop. So, can you tell about the entire curriculum, that how even the non-technical students can be skilled after they are graduated doing this degree course?
Okay, so I think the entire curriculum is kept in mind, thinking from that the students are coming from let's say that they have just completed 12th, they are plus 2 students, right? So we normally treat them as a non technical. Maybe they have studied some kind of languages, some kind of tools in their academics during 12th, but still we consider them as a non technical person, right? So these courses are designed for those people, or keeping in mind those people that they don't have a technical background, they might have some exposure, but we will be taking them from scratch to the final product.
Yeah, this is the main point. Our
Yeah.
trainers are teaching them in the from the scratch. Either they have knowledge of the programming or not, but for the aspects of the project and for the aspect of the requirement, we are training them.
Oh, I think that's a good news even for the non-technical students who are attending this session. Students, any questions that you have in your mind which you would like to ask our experts?
One question there was asked into the chat. I want to be give the answer. This was asked from, I'm not able to see the name, the person. It is, and this is for Aniket. Aniket is asking the comparison for the full stack and data engineering. So the Aniket, there's no comparison because both the things are individual. They are having the individual skill set. Like full stack means you are developing something, that is a different case, and here data engineering, you're working on the data. So this is not compare no comparison here. If you are asking for the job profile as well, both are in demand in market.
And I would like to add to that, that in full stack it is you are actually comparing chalk and cheese. Right. Full stack
Mhm.
is a web development where you are dealing with front end, back end, and database. And in data engineering, we are dealing only with data, data processing, and analyzing, and data representation. Okay. So these are two different aspects of the industry. So I hope that
Yeah.
understands your question.
I think
And
Amira has a very important question here. She's asking that if she completes this course, right, then can she get the jobs even in the domains of AI and ML, or maybe generative AI?
yeah, we are covering here generative AI also. So they can get the idea about generative AI. So that generative AI is covering in another course.
And I like to add that uh, she will get a glimpse of it, she will understand the concept, but yes, she had to explore further into these topics, like especially the AI ML, that needs she needs to explore further. But yes, she will be given a glimpse, you can say, and hands on a generative AI, that's for sure.
Any more questions, students, that you would like to ask to our experts? I think there was a question from one of the students who was asking about the skills that they will be learning uh, out of this course, out of this degree program. Shelly ma'am, could you please repeat important skill set that the students will be learning?
Uh, what are the skills? Can you please repeat a question, Sakshi ma'am?
So the question, I think I missed out the question that has been asked.
Uh,
The question was on the skill set. So what are the different skill set the student will be learning with this BCA program data?
Okay. Okay. So for BC data engineering, I told you before also that you will be trained into the Python language. You will get a skill by Python, PySpark, and data analysis, data engineering, cloud environment, and there are Gen AI also included. So these are the skill set where you will get incorporate. This is data transformation, statics, and statistical also there is included.
And Abhishek sir, what are the different programming languages that are part of this course that the students will pick up with?
The core programming language that they will be learning is Python, right? And along with that, yes, a glimpse of you can say another not heavily programming language, but yes, very much into programming. That is their PL SQL.
Yes.
Hmm.
So that these are the two programming languages that they will be working on.
Python is main actually. The Python is
Yes.
main and SQL, SQL, different kind of database also they will run like MongoDB, Oracle. They will get the idea about those databases.
All right. Thank you for explaining that. So students, once we end up this session, you will also be receiving an email from our side. And in that email, you will receive a document. And that document will detail the top 10 tools that are used in data engineering. So it has all the information on, what is the purpose of the tool, where to use that particular tool. So this is a very handy handbook that you will be receiving the moment we end this particular session. And you will get this over the email address that you have mentioned with us. So I guess there are, I think, no more questions. Any questions, students? We just have 2 minutes left for the session. Any more questions that you have in your mind and would like to ask to Shelly ma'am or Abhishek sir?
Sakshi ma'am, there was one generic question which every students were asking: is online degree valid? I
Yeah.
think that's the most
So
important
students,
question which we need to address right now.
yeah, so students, I mentioned that earlier as well. I'm repeating it again. So the degree is all valid. So as I mentioned earlier, it is UGC approved. It has an accreditation of A+. It's a very, I would say, the topmost accreditation that is given to Amity Online. So it's all globally reputed and recognized degree that you will be receiving. Any more questions, students, that you would like to ask? Amira, we just have one minute left. Any more questions, students? Okay, fine.
I think Sakshi ma'am, there is a question from Amira that can I do a simultaneously degree along with can I do this degree along with my bachelor's degree? So is it possible to accommodate 2 degrees simultaneously?
I think yes, she can accommodate since this is an online degree that she will be doing. But she has to understand that she has only 24 hours. Like
Yes,
we all have.
yes.
So she has to do the courses as per the capacity. But yes, I think she can do the 2 degrees simultaneously.
Technically, it is not deniable, but we need to see the practical aspect.
Yeah, that's what I was interested in.
Right, right.
So, student, that's bring to the end of this session, and I thank you all of you for being part of today's session, and we are very hopeful that you have got the clear understanding on what is data engineering and how a BCA program for Amity Online in collaboration with HCLTech can help you launch a future-ready technological career. So thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you, Shelly ma'am. Thank you, Abhishek sir. Thank you, the entire team, and wish you all the very best, students.
Thank you, everyone, and all the best
Thank
to
you,
everyone.
everyone.
Thank you, students.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, everyone. All the best for your career.